I'm too lazy to do an intro for this video. So, yeah.
I went to a bra store and they're like...
Bosnia went straight for the freest 3 points they'll ever get, while Canada rev up their gears against the Swiss. Keepers called up early, but it's Bosnia making the first move as Alabegovic solo runs and bangs it in. Dzeko forced in a diabolical own goal soon after, as Canada started to grow more and more. Nice! We just need to maintain this tempo on the first half and not get caught lacking, and we'll top the group. Not before a well-worked Qatar goal though.
Right, Lorraine tries to get back, it's in for Mbolo, it's a great chance for Vargas!
Oh my days, Moss, you've played these games before!
There's an opportunity for Mbolo on the edge of the box, and now it's MATCHDAY!
However, it's that man, Promise David, providing a promising spell for us, while Qatar struggled to clear as Bosnia bundled home to get my 2-goal Bosnia win correct. Canada kept knocking again, but Kubel was at the end of every ball, so this game also ended with a 2-1 perfect. Concluded Group B with Switzerland topping the group after a false start. Host Canada punched their knockout ticket for the first time ever. Bosnia hoped that their -2 GD puts them through as one of the best teams, while Qatar continuing where they left off with a -8 goal difference. But fast though, their draw against Switzerland is enough for the Qataris, man. Big respect.
Because that's like, yeah, hospitality tickets for $160,000, bro. I can.
Scotland switched off to allow Vinny's third of the tourney, but shockingly though, Joseph bundled in to end Haiti's 52-year wait for a World Cup goal. Morocco gone loco as... Whoa, yo. Oh my days, y'all are switching off like Charlie Puth's light switch!
Cancel the goal, is final decision.
Okay, false alarm. Morocco eventually found the equalizer just for Isidore to bazooka it top bins. Saibari also arrived before the half. So did Vinny again, a back post header this time. And at this point, dog, so obvious Brazil and Morocco's winning it. Morocco pounded in 2 more goals to get my Morocco 2-goal win, and Cunha served 4th after clever work from Guimarães to top Group C. Morocco second on GD. Scotland prayed that -4 GD takes them through after being hopeless all game.
They feel that it might be a bridge too far. Are you of the same opinion?
Yeah, for me, for sure, I think we're going home.
And Haiti ended on a high. We know they're out before this match day, but fairs, they gave it a go.
Instructions unclear, bottle shoved up my...
Okay, I genuinely could spend the first half editing my Matchday 3 vid. Korea continued where they left off against Mexico, while South Africa was pragmatic, and Czechia have yet to do anything, so... maybe I should turn off the monitor. Chavez cemented Mexico's place as group winners. Czechia unable to clear, which meant a Quinones tap-in for number 2. But surprisingly, South Africa worked their way through. Maseko on the board to keep their qualification hopes alive. And with Korea hopeless in attack, you know what that means. Park the bus time, baby!
Okay, now, South Korea, you guys gotta give birth to a goal. You guys have to give birth to a goal, so continue pushing.
Birth rate in South Korea really low. I don't know if I would be hoping for any person. I don't know. I wouldn't be hoping for something specifically like a
What's Korean for score some fecking goals? It's called...
Oh, that's...
That is how you say it in Korean.
Please, please, please.
Oh, they're getting desperate. You can tell.
You should have been desperate from the beginning. You should have been desperate from the beginning.
It's gonna be.
So my lovely South Korean woman, how do you feel? Do you want?
홍명보 그냥 퇴사하라. 홍명보 우리 코치 홍명보 퇴사하자.
I have no idea what you're saying.
South Korean coach.
The Korean coach to resign.
Let's just.
It's time to replay.
There's a reason why I was a bit flabbergasted. You won against Czechia like that. But once they conceded a third after failing to clear the ball yet again, I realized Czechia is just shit. And son, the wait isn't over. There's still a chance they squirm through, but bro did not show up for his country for once. It truly is the end of an era, as South Korea discombobulated to third place. And although Mexico winning all 3 games is rare, topping the group is expected somewhat. And Bafana, oh boy! Everyone counted them out, but with a Warriors performance, they're in. Even Sitole came on calm. If there are any South Africans watching this, congratulations. My sincerest apologies for putting you third, but more importantly, looking forward to our match on Sunday.
I wake up, I pretend I'm a maid, and then I pretend
German tanks breach the Ecuador bunker 2 minutes in, while Ivory Coast on their way 4 minutes later. But the equator finally lasers a beautiful ray of light on their qualification hopes. In however many scoreless games now, Curaçao searching for a response, while Germany quite the opposite as they top the group anyways. All of a sudden though, second half, Germany pen off Rick, chalked off. Yeboah cooking as the Ecuador we were promised slowly get a hold of this game, but not before Nicolas Pepe on the mark again to get me my 2-0 perfect, locking up second place. Who is not on the mark is of course 2026 Leroy Sane. Neuer and Tag with a massive let-off there, as Rodriguez did brilliantly to force a corner, which was then converted as Ecuador can't revive their dark horse name at a more impeccable time than this. They hold on to get their knockout slot for only the second time. Curaçao can hold their heads up high going out, and of course Germany are first, concluding Group E.
Why does it hurt? Is there something on my butt?
Sweden started hot, but it's a Tunisian own goal and Robbie on target to start the Dutch stat padding sesh. Swede Jap is cagey as expected as the Saccharies had little to no service, and Japan's transitional threat still looms as momentum tilted their way, and eventually came to fruition as a beautiful sequence, capped off by a sharp Maeda finish, right after Tunisia pull one back, as 2 goals soon follow at the exact same time.
But for who, Chris Kamara?
Van Hecke seal top spot for the Dutch and get me my 3-1 perfect. Stop me! Come on! And the Langus belter to seal Sweden's qualification as a good third place team. I predicted 2-1 Japan since I'm very impressed by their all-round press. The Swedes backline? Not so much, but a draw is fair. Japan stays second and Tunisia with one of the most catastrophic campaigns in recent memory. Well, that is if Turkey doesn't overtake that title. Coughing Turkey let one in off rip, what a surprise. But it seems like after that, these men can't be bothered because they let Turkey turn up with 2 goals. Like, Of course they did when nothing is at stake. Like, imagine the head loss if they win. Because you're telling me they choose the very last game to turn up. USA did peg back though. Berhalter Seaman for 2-all. Eventually Turkey did push through and scored with the last kick of the game to change absolutely nothing. US still first and Turkey still sent packing. Okay, did I forget something? Oh yeah, isn't there supposed to be another match to compete for second place in the group between the other two teams in Group D? Yo, does no one want to remind me, like, dog? I feel like, am I missing out on something? I feel like I'm being intentionally left out of some juicy Group D second place action by you guys not reminding me, guys.
Have you ever gotten trolled before and then your
Deadass dude, I didn't watch these games. Cause like, listen. The moment Norway won against Senegal, I just know they're resting against France. Well, I mean, I'd admit, I didn't see 10 flipping changes coming, but why bother being first or second? They're just gonna face formidable ops anyway. Of course they're kicking back to avoid injuries, so if you bought into this Mbappe v Haaland hype, I don't know what to tell you. Wait, did Mbappe even start? Oh, he did. Yeah, long day. That's your loss, buddy. I hear all the arguments presented that being first is better, but brother, once you're into the knockouts, everyone's up for it. So to me, it don't really matter. From this point on, you have to win, so what's the difference? And I see guys hate watching Norway from now on because they're robbed of Mbappe v Haaland. I'm just like,
Little stupid ass, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck, bitch, I don't give a fuck.
Kill me now, man. See, part of being street smart as a creator is to save time into more important brain power shit. You're welcome. Well, I admit missing a Dembele hat-trick does sting a bit, and it looks like I'm forced to rate him even more now, but that can wait. And anyone expecting anything other than a Senegal everybody eats sesh is the type of people hoping that GTA 6 releases next month.
I'm stupid!
Uruguay had decent chances, as Bielsa did well to hold off La Roja, but it's Muslera hooked after a honking mistake, fumbling by in a shot. 1-0 Spain. Uruguay kept knocking, so Spain has to surely kill this now, but that's very difficult when it's at the feet of Dani Olmo. Uruguay desperately ramp up pressure as 2 points would surely spell their doom, so Spain fortuitously had another chance to kill it. But again, it's at the mercy of someone I'd bet my house on him not scoring.
This man is on a 1v1 with the goalkeeper completely out of position, and when this poor man shoots the ball, he somehow still misses.
Fortunately, Uruguayan head loss resulting in a straight red took away any shred of hope as Uruguay crashed out along with Saudi Arabia, who blanked on a goalless draw with Cape Verde, who could have put this chance away, but they don't care as they finished second and knockout bound. Spain finished first as expected.
Yeah, you're freakier than me, bro.
In the anti-pride game, Sabre punctured through for the Egypt's group winners charge, but it's Iran saved by Shabir as Belgium saw their chance cleared off the line. Just before Razim from a joke angle lasers it 1-1. Belgium finally scored after some calamitous defending, and again right after the half. Trossard at the end of both. Vintage KDB for the third, only to be pegged back as my Egypt top the group shout feels just right. Get it? Cause just scored the goal. But Lukaku finally converted a header to put Belgium back on top. But just as they hit the fifth to round off as group winners, Shabir made a hash of it as Broski smashed that bitch in from close range, sending Iran to the knockouts, ending the group in dramatic fashion. Huh? Oh, Trump just made the call that Iran goal didn't stand. Anyways, dramatic ending still, as Iran await their fate, Egypt second, and New Zealand out.
Wait a minute!
This is an emergency AFCON meeting. Do not scratch your eyes.
The Ghanaian war has been breached. Sucic with a wonder strike, as Ghana doesn't really strive to win the game, since they're already through. I should have factored that in when I made my prediction. while England are struggling to break down Panama. Oh my god, this is dark. So do you want to win the cup or no?
Saka's delivery, oh, splendid first time take. Aimed up at Kane.
Okay, I stand corrected. But just watching the team sucks the life out of you, bro. Ghana equalized, however, after a hella lengthy check for God knows what, just for Croatia to hit back via a Glasic bullet header. And that's all she wrote. England win the group. Croatia second, Ghana third, and Panama predictably lost without even scoring a goal.
If we weren't live, I'd say yes.
Sumorodov, with a wicked deflection, had every South Korean feel like, let's fucking go! As Portugal and Colombia went
Band for band.
both demonstrating nice footy as Congo spammed the long shots, desperate to claw their way back. But a spot kick was awarded to them, which Vissa converts. And my man poked through the Uzbek keeper, which means DR Congo as it stands will go through. This gave me flashbacks to Ecuador's winner v Germany to also send them through to the knockouts 2 days ago.
For those of us who will remember, whoa!
Colombia mounted even more pressure and eventually thought they scored. Denied by a big toe offside. Meanwhile, Congo popped my 2-1 perfect with a scrumptious effort, meaning Group K finishes with Colombia top. Portugal second, DR Congo squeezed through at the expense of South Korea, and Kusanov FC violently booted out.
Your chat loves you, well my chat...
It's free kick Argentina and goal Lionel Messi! Oh wait, sorry, I meant Giovanni Lo Celso. And as Argentina is awarded a penalty, Arnautovic had every Iranian creasing as he fires up the disgrace of Gihon rematch. But Begali sat every Iranian down just for Sabitzer to stand them back up as Jordan also pegged one back. Just for the Algerian skipper to arrive this World Cup with every ex-degen yelling scripted! All I'm saying is that I don't see no disgrace of Kansas City, bro. It's free kick Argentina and it's goal Lionel Messi! No, for real this time. As Iranians be writing the nastiest lawsuit as we speak. But Mahrez with the rage of every Algerian since 1982 with a dagger bottom corner to knock Austria out, successfully committing revenge.
There ain't no fucking way, bro. Why ain't no way, bro? Why ain't no way, bro? Why ain't no way, bro? Why ain't no way, bro?
Okay, I think what happened is, upon realizing that finishing second means they face Spain, they switched off on purpose and allowed Austria to face Spain instead, as they take second, while they face Switzerland on third. Yo, if I'm Swiss, I will not take that disrespect, bro. Hey, wait. On second thought, if Messi at 38 dunked a hat-trick on their heads, I'd imagine they won't fancy facing 18-year-old Lamine Yamal either. But you know what? Fair enough. You got it, G. I had a blast. It's gonna flop anyways, but it's the biggest sporting event on earth, innit? Who gives a fuck? Anyways, a quick preview of the round of 32. Kick off with South Africa v Canada, a compact defense against speedy, well-drilled attack. Brazil, Japan. Joga Bonito v Blue Lock should also be interesting. Germany, Paraguay, interesting to see how Wirtz Musiala Undav will fare against Gustavo Alfaro's bunker. I did not say Kai Havertz or Sane because you all know what will happen, let's be honest. Netherlands, Morocco, game of the round. Cote d'Ivoire, Norway, can the Elephants keep the Viking in check? France, Sweden, probably the best attacking display on paper, but it'll take a lot from his Zacharies to pass Upa Saliba. Mexico, Ecuador might be the ugliest match here, but interesting nonetheless. England v Dr. Congo. Will Congo lock up England's attack like how they did Portugal? It's more likely than the English would like to think. Belgium, Senegal, AFCON champs v the old guard. USA, Bosnia. The Stars and Stripes must prove themselves on the knockout stage against the resilient Bosnians. Spain, Austria. Can Chiara Nation usurp the Euro champs? Portugal, Croatia. Portugal should go through until you factor in their form and Croatia's performances the last 2 times they were here. Switzerland, Algeria. For the sake of Bantas, I hope Switzerland knocks Austria out to sit down Algerian fans celebrating a draw. I will never rate that. Straya v Egypt. The Indian hoping to neutralize the Chief Pharaoh and co. Argentina, Cabo Verde. Imagine the scenes when Vozinha saves Messi's pen in the shootout. We can dare to dream. Especially Ronaldo Nation. And we end off with Colombia, Ghana. The vibes will be immaculate whatever happens there. And that completes the 2026 World Cup group stage.